Welcome to the Jamaica Young Police channel. To our loyal viewers and subscribers, at the channel we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior. We do believe in and support preemptive strikes because it saves lives. That is a logical conclusion because preemptive strikes save lives and prevent the further loss of lives. We are all about saving lives on this channel. We at this channel aid criminals, their financiers, their supporters, enablers, and the likes with a passion, and we do not want them over here. Yes, let us repeat ourselves. We do not want any criminal supporters over here. Please, we do not want your views, your subscriptions, your likes, or your comments. Please go elsewhere where the red carpet is waiting for you. Over here, we want you, the criminal supporters, enablers, financiers, and all the likes, to go to prison or madness. Let me repeat myself. We are the Jamaica Young Police channel. We do not want the criminal supporters and their circle over here. We want you to go to prison or madness. Moving on to our video. Yeah, so today, I was talking to an elderly person in St. Andrew South police area, and they were talking, it was a very, very refreshing conversation. It's regards to the video that we have done here at the Jamaica Young Police channel about the OST. And yes, and this elderly person call and say, yes, it's true, Mr. Porter, what you're saying. The uniform police, yeah, they are just like some of the corals and some of the parasites that live in the community, because the uniform police and some of these gunmen are friends, and you see them, yes, standing as you have stated before, with their right foot or left foot on light posts, and they have the M16 in the middle of the chest, drinking Guinness and smoking ganja. And they are saying, well, when the detectives were on the street, you would never see anything like that. And and the detectives had influence in the communities, and you understand. And it just like she had mentioned that the last era of name brand detective, name brand police Hunsby, yes, Mr. Blake. Yeah, she said Mr. Blake was one of the detective, and she said Mr. Hunter is still down by Hunsby. But I remind the caller that it's Gunter, not Hunter, but that's what they call him. They call him Mr. Hunter. Yeah, because they say once he's looking for you, he's not stopping until he gets it. But she's saying that it's not like when he was younger. That kind of policing is not there anymore, because the criminals, they know the police weekend because they are marked. And back in our days, they say it was bicycle. Myself and Bobby Reds and I and Carl Nelson and Kirk Palmer, and then after a while it just Bobby Reds and Bobby Reds and I alone, doing things that that other police officer wouldn't do, and that to show how that we were committed to the task of reducing crimes. Yeah, because that is true. So it was refreshing talking to an elderly person, who knew us back then. Didn't want to share her story publicly, because how it is in the ghetto. Not that she's afraid, but she didn't want, but she just wanted us to relay that to the audience. That she says a detective by the name of Blackwood, he have a little, but he's not a detective anymore. But she said that he was kind of up there like Mr. Blake. She said that era of policing is non-existent, and these criminals, they're not afraid of the uniform police officers, because some of the uniform police officers are in bed with them. So we want you to listen to Detective Corporal Blake, and he's going to tell you about real police corruption in our police force. police committing robberies, I have a hit, killing and all kind of stuff. And this is a name brand detective, And yeah, so I almost said name brand. Yeah, Blake is not the ordinary detective. You understand? Name brand police. And detective like that, they don't make them anymore based on what they, well, it's not the force don't make the detective like Blake anymore. It's that the force ceased to recognize and utilize detectives, so they're using the uniform police. Uniform police cannot fight crime because uniform police is predominantly lazy. They don't like to go to court. So we wanted to listen to what Detective Corporal Blake is saying about corruption, robberies by police officers, murders and all kind of stuff, and how you get involved and why. So you watch, you listen, and you decide.
Let me tell you something, Chris. We all know this in a Christopher Porter, and you know this more than anybody else too. And bad Indian and every real shot of police in the room, a real hard-working police, good police know this. This gang with them I talk about in the organization, we all know say, I don't know, constable run it. We know say, I don't know, constable run it, we know that. And like a foot soldier them that get catch. We know say any gang like that farm in a force. Big rank them behind that, manipulate them like a soldier there. We all know that. And I know it a go on. A long time it a go on, Reggie. There and we see that. A long time it a go on. From extortion to robbery to murder. Pay for murder, that a go on long time. And we see that a go on long time. Sometimes them recruit you and you not even know, so you get recruited. Cause yeah, you're willing for work and you want to do certain things, and you do this. From Gata then you go right up and go to the road and man I get dashed and wow, man I collect money and I send go look for wanted when man not even wanted. We know that long time, so a long time the thing I go on Chris. So them use some good soldier to do some wrong thing, and when you realize what really I go on, and try and take yourself out of them, then burn you out and write you off. But let me tell you this, bro. I don't know constable thing, I don't know corporal thing I go on. A bigger head, you have a man in charge of that, we have some higher rank. And I tell you that. He commands so much to constable and corporal or whatever they need. So the man who get catch right now, a foot soldier. But right now, I'm not lying. I rejoice over the thing. Because of them nastiness then of the force. I dead them for dead. Me no. This is what I say, I dead them for dead. A gunshot them did forget. Them forget gunshot. Police like those all corruption and nastiness. They are a gunshot them forget, Chris. Nothing else.
Alright, now I see why Barry, when you say it's not the criminal them you're afraid of, it's the police them, because you don't know which police officer is police officer, which police officer is criminal. Because they can pull over a motorist in a marked police vehicle, but they are criminals. And they can kill you and all that. Boy, it's really spooky still, believe me, when you really look at what is happening, you understand? We have the criminals in Jamaica to be afraid of, and now the police is pretty much on par with the criminals, and they are serving members of the police force. But what is alarming is that we're not seeing the photograph of these men, because the public need to know them, know their faces, so that anything, you understand what I'm saying, the public is always on the alert. So every movements are in a criminal act they are up to. You understand, the people is there to report them. Man, this is sad, man. And this man, Sylvia, was at St. Andrew South. No, man, this is, wow. Well, I tell you, it's sad. My good old division. Well, I tell you, when I was at St. Andrew South, the only thief in police that was there was one named Simpson. I know him lose work, a thief my police bicycle, and sell it to a boy at P&F, you understand? And instead of Him get a charge and resign. Boy, a thief in a man, and boy named Simpson. And I heard that him live in America, and I like that because he went to prison for illegal possession of firearms. So I like to know how him end up live in America. Because me first did arrest him on Friday night, after him did lose work. After him have to resign for thief my bicycle and them thing there. Thieving police, man. Well, him come from somewhere there in St. Andrew where I don't even remember the name of my place. All thieving police. You understand? Well, it's sad though. Well, as you talk about police doing certain things and carrying news on other police officers, the politicians to get favoritism. Well, they have a style in Clarendon. A prominent politician told me in the 1990s. I can the CM Orius Daddy. You understand? After I've resigned from the police force and I was in the United States military and I was he was traveling from Kingston to Miami, and on the plane we were talking and he called the names of the police officers and because politician you gotta understand that politician, although the police they are diehard PMP or diehard Labour, the politician don't care about them. The politician don't care about himself and his benefits and what they are doing on behalf of him. And one of the things that he has said that they have been used, especially in Clarendon, to get rid of hard-working police officers. I did not know that this is one of the style that he says. He says that even what they did to Walker and PJ, it was when my mother died. I know that PJ is related. I am related to PJ Patterson that used to work at Walker. PJ is called my grandfather, sister, and auntie. I didn't even know that until in time my mother passed away. You understand? So I was even working with this man and didn't even know that we were related. So the thing, what these, sorry for the digression, the thing that they have been very, very good at, the CM police, is to say that the police officers, they are dealing in drugs, ganja, that they have ganja store and they're selling it. There's no buyer's name or nothing or no drugs dealer. But that is what they were very, very good at. And the people at Federation, when the time to transfer or to revert these people play an instrumental role in making certain that these detectives or police officers get transferred or reverted by using that analogy. And he said it has been working for years. And that's how they destroy PJ Patterson, Michael Patterson, and Robert Walker. All because these two police officers, they were hard-working police officers in Clarendon. And it doesn't matter what people want to think. I remember when I was there, these two men, Walker and PJ, they keep Clarendon safe. We had to understand that a lot of police did not like them because they were no nonsense and they did not like criminals. So they are the same one who conjure up things and lie on these men, and that's how they got them revert. You understand? But I think that that's as the years goes by and then things change. The reason why they did this, to destroy both detectives, it's because they want criminals to kill them, so they take out. You understand what I'm saying? Because these men were so effective. So when they're talking about name brand police don't work, it's a lie. Because I remember I was a young police officer before Braveney came to Clarendon. When you mention Walker and PJ name, criminal quivering in them clothes, you understand? And Owe Brown. At Maypen, there was no other detective in Clarendon that was known than this detective corporal and this detective constable. You understand? And they found a way how to destroy them, to conjure up lies, and it started from Maypen with the special branch people and all of them things. All because of politics. You understand? And then when Walker Walker was forced to find a way to defend him, find a way to make sure that he has some form of protection. Then when he went to, Donna Scott Borsing to, oh, well, she says I'm a PMP. Nah, look here, look, when desperate times cause a desperate measures and them thing there, you understand? And whether Walker was PMP or PMP police and them thing there, I cannot say Walker was a political activist or this or that. You understand? Although he was, he went to protective service. Walker was a good police officer. You understand? Walker, TJ, Witty. Hey, may I tell you, you have some real good detective who used to be at Maypen. And time, people hear them name, boy, Quiverman. You understand? And then, then came the great Graveney and them thing. But you have to understand that the politicians are the real criminals in this thing. You understand? Especially that guy named Mike Henry at Maypen. But trust me, man, those are the good days, but you have too many corrupt police officers. And I have, I have faced it, you understand, like the one, I can call them name, Lindy Elliott, is Lindy Elliott, Garnet Aidan, Dave Clark, who else? As what the late Light Scott told me and Orius Daly, that these people were instrumental, and even a guy named Hines, that they were instrumental in getting us transferred, so we are labor rights, because we are doing our jobs. You understand? If it wasn't for me, the police couldn't even go to Kellits by themselves, because after the same people in Kellits, they broke the jawbone of Detective Corporal Beckford. They said no one police couldn't come to Kellits anymore. And I went there and changed all of that, turn it upside down on them thing there. You understand? A lot of people, man, Jamaica, name brand policing can come back, but as you can see, the labor, them smart, the labor, the way that they're doing the thing right now, they're making sure that the detectives, because detectives were effective, Because remember, detectives are the one who pursue the criminals, and you know where them live and who them related to, so you go and visit them. They make certain that the detectives stay in office. And you can't listen to the labor, the political activists and the criminal sympathizer. Yeah, detective is staying in office. Or if you stay in office, I know the criminals. Or you're going to wait for uniform police bring them to you. Madness, man. You understand? But they're destroying, they're making certain that the police force is impotent, my brother. Honestly. As I've said before, if you are going to, this is not calling out anybody, but it's like, you're talking to a police and they were like, they were talking to you and tell us something, and they're afraid of calling somebody's name. This is me. You see, if you're gonna say something publicly or privately, and nobody don't say it. Nobody, as my cousin Barry, as we just doing them thing. If you can't call the person name, nobody say it. Or if you don't want to call the person name and them thing. Like me, yeah. If you're a thief and them thing and you sell gun and you sell the government gun and them thing, me I said you defend it and them thing. Make a guy call me and tell me say I sue me and them thing. I'm gonna tell lie to people and them thing. I'm not afraid of no guy. You have to be open and transparent. You understand? Make time you talk people gosh and wow and them never know that and them thing. But in time you keep secret for people, people feel good. You understand what I'm saying? I don't keep no secret for no guy and them thing. We are in the era right now where the best way to be an informer. You understand? This is we know how informer can strive. You understand? Because there's so many ways of informing. Like for me, there's certain police in our police force right now. I would never tell anything. You understand? Nothing. I would never pass I can tell you. There's two police officers right now that I trust with my life, and I will give them information. Gunter, Detective Inspector Ruben Gunter. Yes, I trust Gunter with my life. You understand what I'm saying? If people will pay Gunter to kill me, I still trust him, because I know say Gunter is not that kind of person. SSP Steve McGregor, you understand? Winston Hunt, Norman Hamilton, Half Pint. Those are people that I trust on them thing. They are good police. You understand? But you have police that I know personally who are friends with people who are importing guns and involving drugs in Jamaica right now. Me, to tell them nothing, you must be crazy. You understand? People better be careful of who them tell things. And enough of them police here are politicians and they are part of the establishment. Okay? So, Virgin, if you can't call a man name or say nothing on them thing, you better just let sleeping dogs lie. Call a man name, out him. You understand? Like the other day on them thing, a man, a police, call me and want to give me some, say, man, I say, look here, between me and them thing, Virgin, what you're telling me, I don't know if it is true. I never work with the man. I don't know what you're saying is true on them thing. I'm say, if it is true, I say, look here, let's make a voice note and send it to me on them thing, and I will go over it, and you understand what I'm saying? And don't do that, because what you want me to do on them thing, they want me to spread what him want me to spread out the field. I don't know so it go on them thing. Every video what I have made, it's not, I don't know, it's facts, it's things that I have experienced, things that I have known. You understand? That I am intimate with and them thing there. You understand? So I'm saying, Barry, and if you can't call people name on them thing there, you say, just leave it at that. Don't make people mind wonder. Make them put a face to say, yeah, I want thief in police that and them thing there. You understand what I'm saying? It's just like, man, you don't know, everybody have them big friend on them thing there. I'm not a big friend on them thing there, you understand? Because sometimes you think people are friend and you are them a friend, but them have better friend. And for them best friend, a bigger best friend than you, because them have more, the relationship is tighter with them and the other people them, and you and them don't share the same philosophy, you understand, and ideology. So, Virgin, there's no time on them thing if you don't know where hide behind nothing. We name and shame people and them thing there. Make police, whether in the police force or in a police force, feel anytime something happen, them supposed to feel, if they know so them are thief, them are supposed to feel comfortable. You don't make no thief feel comfortable at all, man. Period. That is me. Yeah, man. Porter, blessed love. Yeah, so that's I'm listening to the conversation. That's a great Detective Corporal Blake. Yeah, the people that within St. Andrew South, they have, based on what happened with the robberies of the beryllium truck and stuff like that, and the monies and all, one and two little things. And and the people they are saying that they doubt that the robbers, that robbed the bank and beryllium, they doubt that would happen in St. Andrew South back in the days when Detective Corporal Blake, who they say is the last, one of the last name brand detective, passed through St. Andrew South. And St. Andrew South is very close to my heart. I understand it's a place that I have worked, spend close to, I spend over a decade and a half there. Yeah, I enjoy working at Hunsby because I could emphasize with the people, because being growing up in the same kind of settings, the people think. So that's why I get along with most of them. The most important thing when you deal with ghetto people, you treat them with respect. But some of them, you have respect, it have to be reciprocate, you understand? Somebody don't respect you, behave like, you're some, like you're Jesus, you treat them as such. And yeah, so, the corruption in today's Jamaica Constabulary Force is something that most members, would never dream of experiencing. Especially during my time, seeing your co-worker being arrested and charged with it for hire. Yeah, it for hire. Police are get paid for kill people, and we can remember vividly. A few years ago, a constable from Hunsby he's still in jail, and he was arrested and charged with murder. And remember the cases of the police officer from Hunsby police station that went to St. Thomas, killed the man, and then there's another police officer from Kingston Western Division who went to Moko Clarendon along with other criminals and kill a man there, with gunmen. And these police officers, their tasks were it for hire. So now you see why we need more detectives on the street like Detective Corporal Blake. You understand? The residents of St. Andrew South, although he was shot twice there, they're still echoing, so boy, when, that was the last time where criminals used to live in fear of losing their lives because there's a man that take it to them. They talk about a named Rowan Blackwood. When I say work, I never work with him, so I can't really, the only thing I know is an arrogant guy. Yeah, so, and I see him as, I never used to see him as any, I don't know, good detective, because I never see him a court or anything like that, or, you understand? Yeah, Rowan Blackwood, and he was, yeah, so you saw when people talk about man and news carrier and them thing, yeah, him was one of them and them thing, they clapping night and Hucks boy. If a man fought in the office, him go back and tell them and them thing there. You understand? I never found that guy there and them thing, them youth there, you understand? But we understand same call, but we weren't friends. Never have, never will be. Never friend with that you there. Yes, I just saw it go. So the corruption in the police force is a serious problem. You understand? Yes. But the residents, them man, they have St. Andrew South, they're echoing their sentiment, man, that Detective Corporal Blake is the last name brand detective to pass through St. Andrew South. And they miss him wholeheartedly. That's what they say, that's the people, the residents, young, old, elderly people have lived here for years, born and raised in this community. And some of them say it's disheartening to see police officers who are supposed to uphold the law involved in criminal activities. The cases, that mentioned are just two examples of many instances of police corruption in Jamaica. You understand? So, I am glad that the residents of St. Andrew South are speaking out against corruption and demanded that more be done to root it out. Yeah, Detective Corporal Blake is a respected figure in the community, and his work has made a real difference in the fight against crime. Yeah, and they spoke highly of Detective Inspector Ruben Gunter, yes. And they said they hope more detectives like him will be put on the streets to help clean up the constabulary force. It is essential to address the issue of young police officers being more interested in supporting criminals than upholding the law, because these young police officers, you know what, their loyalty is not to their oath of office, their loyalty is to money. So that's why they find themselves involved with criminals, and some of them are in gangs. Yeah, like the Ranko gang in Clarendon, where a policeman was a big member. You remember the robbery along Main Street in Maypen, with this ex-soldiers and police officers. So that's how it is. Police involved in criminality, in gang activity. How we reach that point in Jamaica? But it's just sad, you understand. And you cannot be a police you cannot be a police officer and a done. That cannot work. It won't work. You understand? It won't work. And I don't know how them do it. You understand? When I was a police officer, I never think of me want to be no leader of my community or them thing, because them think there's done business, criminal, you understand? As a policeman living in my community, I see myself as a peace officer. Never want to be not done. The only thing that, we know that if something happened, the people suppose they can call upon we respond, because we are always on duty, because we are a police officer. We never see ourselves so we are keeping a treat and all them things, because we know treat, it is trick or treat, you understand? That's how you recruit people into your orbit, and we weren't into that. In our community we have people who tell us things about things that's happening, and we pass it on to our confidential police officers that we know in our community, because everywhere you live, people is going to tell you the corrupt police officers there and the ones who are not corrupt. That's how it is. So you as a police officer, although you live in a police area, you don't work in there, you know who to converse with and share information with, whether by phone or in person. And everywhere I live, I always have a good relationship with the police officers them. Yeah. Constant Spring, Spanish Town, Waterford, and go on and on. You understand? So these police officers, the criminal one, they are a threat to public safety, and they need to be held accountable for their actions. You know, the government need to take steps to address problem of corruption in the Jamaica Constabulary Force. You understand? And this increase in transparency and accountability and weeding out corrupt police officers. Several of them, there are many corrupt police officers in the police force. Right now I have like 3 people who want to share some information with us at the Jamaica Young Police Channel about some corrupt police officers in Jamaica right now who are linked with people involved in the robbery right now. Yeah, and we soon share it. So the public also has a role to play by reporting any instance of corruption to the authority. The thing is that now the people are saying that we have spoken to, that there's no link with them to the detectives like back then. They can't trust the uniform police because the uniform police are friends with the criminals. You understand? And that's one of the biggest problems that the people there are having. You know, they don't have that link with the detective. Because they say the detective, them are like bank tellers. You understand? And when people go reporting, some of these police officers are like, you know, instead of want to entertain and report, especially for a woman, they're trying to pull a fast one. You don't do that, you know, you have to be professional. But that's how it is in Jamaica. You know, so the public has a role to play. And you know, you understand. So together we can make Jamaica safer by rooting out corruption in the constabulary force. Historically, police officers in Jamaica were more respected because they were seen as upholding the law and protecting the people. And they would not be seen associated with the criminals or engaging in illegal activities. That was back in my time when police respect themselves and respect them out of office. You understand? However, you know, in recent years there has been a decline in public trust in the police force due to several high-profile cases of corruption. This has led to a situation where police officers are now seen as more aligned with criminals than law-abiding citizens. Yeah, that is true because, you know, look, all a man like George Bang have access to certain big choices man in our police force, all that. You understand? You know, police is supposed to be a friend of the criminal and them thing there. But you don't know that's how the system is, you know. You understand? And all a carouse boy I come call soap boy, my boy and them thing there. No criminal couldn't call me that. Cause boy, oh, the one put on my boy, you know. Me and the boy, me and the criminal, the boy can't say that about me. You know, you understand? So you know the recent cases of police officers being arrested and charged with murder or other serious crime have further eroded public trust. Yeah, because when you have police officers go rob people, yeah, like how the 2 police officers the other day from Unspear, and the same thing, you know, where the detective them saying that this OST, only special thieves. Well, the police force says Operation Special Team, but detective says no, only special thieves. Copy a thief them say work on this. Hey, police them say detectives say even at night. These police officers, especially Kingston Central, Kingston East, Kingston Western, yes, and St. Andrew South. Them say all them police officers broke all people's store downtown. Yes, sometimes all the two division meet up at one place. 2 of them I go rob it and them thing. And I realize, so wait, one of police that. So a police, you know, it's like 2 man come from broke a house. I realize, boy, a 2 set of thief, and I say, wait. So oh, you there and them thing, and the next one I say same thing to himself. I told them I plan to go thief the same person, you know. And that is what is happening with the police in Jamaica, the OST. You understand? And the thing is that now, them say even a video, boy, I tell you, even a video with some Chinese that got robbed uptown, and the police have on balaclava. You know, police tell me that it's 2 police officers from Half Tree. Yes, that say him recognize the voice them, but hey, look, you know, I don't want to forget the head of the investigators them. We try to contact Senior Superintendent Marlon Nesbitt. We have his number, so we pass on the information to him because the police tell me, say, I mean, I go tell nobody them thing there because I don't want them go leak back my name and next thing me go dead pan or patrol and them thing there. You understand? So, and we are, you know, we hey, look, man, we can see some Jamaicans, they are not afraid of speaking up against criminality and corruption. You understand? And you know what? You have some police officer who used to serve. Oh, you are police and you used to serve. Are you afraid of criminal? What kind of police you can be? Nah, man. Boy, you're setting, and you know what? Look here, that. I don't understand the part there. That's why that's why I have to rate man like Blake and them thing, because Blake just say it. You understand? Oh, if you be police, you're not police and you afraid of criminal. You understand? Nah man, you can't you gotta talk. Boy, look here man, hey, nobody call me and them thing there and nobody call the Jamaica Young Police channel. Then you understand? You're not ordinary citizen, you're police. So you're not supposed to afraid of a dirty boy and them thing there. Or a dirty police, or a thief in police. Wow. When you're in a police, why you never did afraid, you never did afraid for dead though. One life we have in the one. And we have to stay and take back the thing from everybody, from the criminal them, in the police force and in the society. We can't stay so if all of us remain silent. And them are going to take over, you know. But hey, look here man. Look, no, if you know, say, as a police, you don't want, if you want to talk to me and them thing there, you don't want your thing out there, you just say, yeah, I don't want it out there and them thing there. You understand? But man, you're not supposed to fear nobody, Rasta. Believe you me, as a former police. We don't have to be in a coward business, and this is not the time for coward down on them thing there. Oh, we're going to get changes. We have to shame the people them. Make the people them know, say, hey, look, what you're doing is not acceptable behavior. You understand? But boy, you know I'm an enemy. Look here, man. Hey, if everybody like you, something wrong with you. If everybody like you, something wrong with you. Right now, me can't point on a man and say, boy, the man they are my best. Me not a best friend. Me not have no best friend, you know. Because, you understand what I'm saying? I don't saw me you live. Me not the last person where that I used to attend ice. Me and him goes, we used to go all year school together. We passed coming and John together. And the man is a nephrologist, doctor. Me and him did tight. When me say tight, me I talk about you know, him come to America and him used to call me and me call him and them thing there. And because of this rear admiral business, me not call him name and them thing there. Just because of this rear admiral business. That's why me and him fall out of them thing, because me not see things like him. Me different, you understand? Me can't ignore my conscience and me not go tell no man, say boy, me not go tell him next man, say boy, God invisible and no God not there. And why younger time me believe say me God exists if a man lose him foot and him foot grow back. What kind of madness that? And because you're a doctor, you talk about boy, if it cannot be proven this and proven that. So I them think me and a man fall out and a man hate me for that. Because I just believe in the truth and them things. I know that there's a God. No man have to tell me so I have to see God for no God. God is within me here, you understand? If you look, hey look, if God is the creator of all living things. So any guy want to tell you because about science, about Big Bang and them thing there. Just remember this. Nothing from nothing get nothing. So now listen to no fool about no Big Bang and this and that. That has some liberal thinking. We believe that there's a creator. You understand? And look, miracles work. And I'm going to create miracles and God do that. You understand? So we continue the journey, you know. You know, so I would say if everybody like you, something wrong with it. We know that. You understand? You know, see it. So, you know, the law-abiding citizens, they are afraid of the uniform police them, because them align with the criminal them. The same police them where patrol them, you understand? And the thing is that, you know, the recent case of the police them being arrested and charged, man, for all kind of corruption, it affect the police force. You know, and you know, this is a very concerning development. Make it more difficult for police to do their jobs effectively. It is important to remember that a vast majority of police officers are correct, are, you know, honest. Yes, you know, enough of them correct, them honest too, them dedicated individuals who are committed to serving the public. However, a few corrupt police officers' actions can damage the entire force reputation. So if you notice in our police force, you know, if you say if one police thief, the people don't say all our police them are thief. You understand? And the reason why we say that now to say this, anytime something in the police force, the Jamaican people, the public, including the media houses, them label the entire police force. They're not the individual, you know. But look now, it's like even with all the firearm licensing authority, it's a corrupt agency. It's more corrupt than the police force, but yet still the government have it there, you know, because them friends, them have to create job for them friends. Like Shane Dallel and all them thing there. And then, hey, look man, the corruption not only in it's just, Jamaica is just a corrupt society. You understand? It's a corrupt society, believe you me. You understand what I'm saying? You know? But it's important to remember, man, a vast majority of the police force officers, them man, you know, police officers, them in the force, they are honest and dedicated individuals. You know, and you still, you know, however, there's a few corrupt officers, and them action damage the entire force reputation. The government and the police need to take steps to address the problem of corruption in the constabulary force, and this includes transparency. Yeah, man, transparency and accountability and weeding out corrupt police officers. You know, the public also has a role to play reporting any incident of corruption to the authority. Only by working together, the Jamaican people can restore the public trust in the police force and make Jamaica a safer place for everyone. When a police officer has left an indelible mark on the people's psyche, they will always think about that police officer who was a no-nonsense police, who was not mixed up or beholden to any criminals. When a police officer leave, man, an indelible mark on the people's psyche, it is usually because they were no-nonsense. Yeah, man, no-nonsense police officer, you know, working. You understand? So these officers are the ones who are respected and trusted by the community, and they are the ones who make the real difference in the fight against crime. We can all agree, you know, that we want more police officers like this in our communities, like Detective Corporal Evan Blake, the man they are name brand police. The people them say it. Them say me the last name brand police to pass through Hunsby. You know, them say they don't even know the detective them. When I tell the people them, when I tell them about, yeah, so you don't know the crime officer. Them say, yeah, we see Mr. Weird and them thing there, but you understand. And yeah, we know Mr. Hunter down there, but and I like back in the days where, you know, the detective them all parlor Friday night, you know, the detective them dip on the road, and yeah, you know, you hear two's a year, you understand, you hear some boy get clap. You understand, because when they dip on the road in a whole out there in our numbers on a Friday. So in a boy uncomfortable because a boy is just a gold pan him work and just meet up in our own, and you know the next thing him just gone to the departure lot. Them things don't happen on them thing there. You know, so I just so it goes. So we want officers who are dedicated to their work and who are committed to upholding the law. We want officers who will protect the Jamaican people from criminals not join them. Boy, that is a hard part that, you know, you understand. You know, it's sad. Me see all the policemen who used to name sheikhs. Boy, I mean, I tell you, hey, you can't. Boy, I mean, I don't know how the man them do it still though, and believe you me. I don't know how. I try to think, but boy, it just bug my mind. It's like my head starts spin, so I just leave it. Oh, you should be a police, and yeah, you're a police officer, and you're a gunman, criminal. I go for robbery and them thing there, Rasta. A man psyche work and do that. After you come off of your robbery, then you gotta work, say you enforce the law. How one's mind handle such thing? You're a policeman. You're a criminal. That's why some of them don't like me. And them, yeah, same thing with Blake too. You understand? Yeah, you know, like a police say, boy, I'm used to work, and him hate Blake and them thing, and that's why he hate Blake. Oh, man, they're a fighter. I say fighter, what do I? Him can't tell me because I dirty police. I say you're a thief then. That's why you know like Blake. Blake are not a thief in police and all kind of thing, you know, you understand? So if you know police officers who is a no-nonsense police officer who not mix up and beholden to any criminal, yeah man, you must thank them for their service. They deserve our respect and appreciation. And why Detective Inspector Ruben Gunter, yeah, and you have Mford Wade at Hunsby, the great Larry, yeah, Larry year or 4. And people and sticky get a raw deal, but I just saw it go on them thing there. You know, you understand? If you work with police officers who are corrupt, you know, you understand? Don't expect say, you know, it's hard for you if you're close to them for you to get wind up on them paint and try to destroy you. But all we can do is just pray that the police force will come back to its glory days. You understand? Where the people have confidence in the police, especially the detectives. The people themselves don't know the detectives them anymore, where them can share information with them. Have yourself a beautiful day. Jamaica Young Police Channel out.